Smith's Color Floor stains are packaged as concentrates. Following the step-by-step instructions provided on the Smith's Color Floor label provides the user with total product yield and mixing instructions. Simply mixing the contents of the Smith's Color Floor container with distilled deionized or reverse osmosis water in a ratio of 4 parts water to 1 part concentrate results in the ready-to-use stain. Please note that only distilled, deionized, or reverse osmosis water should be used to ensure optimal adhesion and product durability. Surface preparation is the most crucial step to achieving beautiful, long-lasting stained concrete. For instance, if an installation requires 10 hours to complete, approximately 8 of the 10 hours should be dedicated to the cleaning of the substrate. Whether the substrate is a new pour or an old slab that has been exposed to the elements, surface preparation is necessary for a successful stain installation. Please note that even a fully cured recent pour has loose particles and powder that have to be removed before applying stain. Smith's Cleaner and Toughener, also known as CT8, is a dual-purpose product designed for the preparation of concrete surfaces to receive Smith's Color Floor. Initially, CT8 acts as a detergent to clean the concrete surface. Secondly, CT8 toughens the surface of the concrete by interacting with weak spots created by unreacted calcium hydroxide. Prior to cleaning with CT8, tape and mask aluminum surfaces due to the fact that CT8 will erode this type of metal. CT8 is not hazardous to the environment, thus can be washed down a drain. Simply dissolve 1 cup of CT8 powder into 1 gallon of water. Warm water will help the powder to dissolve quickly. Flush the surface with water to remove visual dirt or other bond breakers. Liberally apply the CT8. When applying and agitating the cleaner, the surface must remain damp in order to keep the CT8 active. Scrubbing the surface using a floor buffer with a Nyla grit brush is an effective cleaning process. The shear produced from the floor buffer coupled with the CT8 not only removes foreign materials, but also cleans the pores of the concrete. Additionally, wire brushes and metal scrapers can be used to remove contaminants. Allow the CT8 solution to remain on the surface for a minimum of 10 minutes, and remember, always keep the cleaner and surface damp, misting the area with a hose to ensure proper cleaning. For more in-depth cleaning instructions, please view the CT8 instructional video. Next, power wash the surface using an overlapping line pattern with a 0-degree rotating nozzle. The power wash unit must have a minimum of 12,000 work units. Work units is calculated by multiplying gallons per minute times pounds per square inch. This process will flush the CT8, suspended dirt, and other foreign materials, as well as open the pores of the concrete for superior stain adhesion. To ensure proper preparation, perform a tape test. Allow the surface to dry before performing a tape test. The outcome of this test is important in determining the likelihood of a successful installation. For a tape test, apply 12-inch strips of clear 2-inch packing tape to different areas of the surface. Rub the tape down tightly to the surface of the concrete using your thumb or the heel of your hand. Vigorously pull the tape off the substrate. Hold the strips up to the light while looking for particles of concrete or inhibitors that have stuck to it. If an abundant amount of particles are present on the piece of tape, the surface needs to be cleaned. The tape test should be repeated after each cleaning to ensure that the surface of the concrete is both strong and clean enough for optimal stain adhesion. Smith's Color Floor can be applied 6 to 8 days after a new concrete slab has been poured. Smith's Color Floor allows the transfer of moisture. However, the problem arises when applying a clear sealer. In order to apply a clear sealer, concrete has to fully cure, which varies depending on floor thickness, air temperature, humidity, and airflow. The average cure time for a new pour is approximately 30 days. On recently cleaned surfaces, stain can be applied as long as there is no standing water. During high temperature seasons, place your hand on the intended application surface. If the surface is too hot to rest your hand on, do not apply Smith's Color Floor. Additionally, Smith's Color Floor should not be applied when the air temperature is below 45 degrees Fahrenheit. On this project, Smith's Color Floor Desert Sand Stain is applied using a Graco 395 Ultra Airless sprayer with a 513 tip. Smith's Color Floor can also be applied via sea sponge, traditional bristle brush, high volume, low pressure, or pump-up sprayer. For best results, create a mist of Smith's Color Floor over the intended surface. A beautiful variegated finish is achieved through the various absorbencies of the surface as well as the specific gravities of the color pigments. Please note that the applicator applies the stain from different angles and directions to avoid spray lines. After allowing the base color to dry to the touch, which will take approximately 15 to 20 minutes depending on temperature, airflow, and humidity, highlight colors can be applied. All Smith's Color Floor stains are compatible, thus can be mixed, sprayed simultaneously, and layered to achieve a desired appearance. In this demonstration, the two highlight colors applied are CF630 Amber and CF280 Bark Brown. Highlight colors add to the beautiful appearance of the finished floor by increasing the depth with hints of color. The amber stain is applied randomly to 25 to 30% of the surface, allowing the mist to absorb naturally into the base color. As the stain dries, a natural transition is achieved from the highlight to the base color. A second highlight color of Bark Brown stain is applied for added variation. Allow the primary highlight stain to dry to the touch before applying the second highlight color. Randomly apply the second highlight to 25 to 30% of the surface, in this case, layering the Bark Brown over the amber highlight and desert sand base stain. Layering and mixing highlights over the natural variegation of the base stain will result in a beautiful, unique work of art. Smith's Color Floor stains are compatible with single and two-component epoxy, urethane, water, and solvent-based sealers. Under normal conditions, allow for 24 hours before applying a clear sealer. Sealers can be applied via an airless, high-volume, low-pressure pump-up sprayer or roller. Use a bristle brush to cut in corners and seal joint lines. For this application, a two-component polyurethane satin gloss sealer is applied via a roller with a 3/8" nap non-shed fabric cover. As demonstrated, the sealer is rolled on as a thin coat. When the roller is dipped into the bucket, start a few roller widths away from the previously sealed area. This will cut down on excess sealer buildup, as well as creating noticeable sealer lines. Using a crosshatch technique or back rolling will remove excess sealer. Remember, applying a thick coat of sealer does not achieve extra protection, but actually creates an environment for blistering and other unwanted failures. Follow the manufacturer's recommended cure time before walking or driving on the sealed surface.